sir. 89 Cavs are back. Steve, Justin, what's up, boys? How we doing?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. I heard something crazy today. I heard something pretty interesting today. Someone was talking about how Draymond was saying that LeBron James is like the best of all time. And then the other dude was how true is that though? Like, how can you really compare that? And the dude said, you got to think of it like this. He said, Jordan is The Sopranos, LeBron is Breaking Bad, and then Kobe is Mad Men. And I'm like, damn,
Wow.
this random guy in Philadelphia, he got it correct. That's pretty accurate.
Wow.
I can't complain about that one.
And like James Harden is Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yeah, definitely my man. So it's definitely my man.
I like that. That's pretty good. I've never heard I like that take.
Yeah.
I like that take because you can't, it's like hard to compare those just in general, right? Like it's just like, oh yeah, that was the best of its era. That was the best of its era. Like I like that a lot.
Yeah.
That's fine.
As someone who's never seen The Sopranos, I don't know.
But yo, bro, did you watch Jordan live?
Yes, my first basketball memory is one of the few basketball memories I have that are vivid from the youth is the '96 finals.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Also, I remember watching. I watched the fucking push off on a TV with the dials, baby.
Dude,
oh my god.
I'm dating myself.
I was just telling that story to somebody the other day. I like had really bad asthma when I was a kid. And so it would always affect me late at night. And I would have to stay up to like suck on this machine to like help me breathe a little bit better. And I remember, and I'd always hyperventilate. It's like it was like, that was my early days of getting high. But I remember being like down in my basement watching that push off and I was like up past my bedtime. Like I wasn't supposed to be up yet. And I remember that too. That's one of my first memories too. And I'm like 5 years older than you, so that's why you get a good memory.
Hey, well, look, I mean, I came from a household that had no respect for the man Karl Malone, so to watch him lose was a big thing. Bro, my mom to this day, if you bring him up, says fuck him. So,
honestly, I mean that take aged like very gracefully. Like you guys are on the forefront of fuck Karl Malone.
And she was just mad about him elbowing Isaiah in like 90.
Yeah. And then it got dark. It got like real dark here. I don't know. You guys want to start with what do you guys want to start with tonight? Do we start with some Trae? Do we start with AD, with Rudy? I don't know. Where do we begin tonight?
Man, AD went crazy though. What was it? 55, 12 from 20, 12 boards. He was kind of bugging.
I said so. They played Friday against the Bucks. They beat the Bucks, and then they beat the Wizards last night. In 2 games, he put up 99 and 24. I mean, I'm sure Wilt did it, but that's probably it, right? Like,
that shit is crazy.
That's nuts. And yeah, the Lakers are just like they ripped off I think they're 8-2 in their last 10. They're like. I mean, half of those wins are against the Spurs, so like keep that in mind. But I mean, the Bucks win was real on Friday. What were you gonna say, Justin? Sorry.
I mean, hey, somebody got to beat them. You got to beat the Lakers. Weren't looking like a team that we thought would beat the Spurs. All right, 3 weeks ago.
That is true.
This team is. I think we grade them against the expectations of what we've seen them be, and it's like, yeah, beating the Spurs 3 times is good for them. Them being, like a middling would be good for them, so that they look potentially, I don't want to say elite, but at least good. While Anthony Davis plays elite is a promising sign because that's their best case. Their best case is Anthony Davis playing out of his mind. That's what LeBron wanted Anthony Davis, so he could chill, all right, and do all his LeBron shit while Anthony Davis plays hard basketball and gets the wins.
You know how you can tell they've been playing better is when's the last time you heard anybody say anything about Russ? Like, that's not even disrespectful towards Russ. That's just like how people, like, if the Lakers lose, Russ is a piece of shit. If the Lakers win, no one talks about Russ.
Oh, 100%. I don't know. Go ahead.
My bad, bro. My thing is, bro, I don't think AD is gonna really keep this shit up. When's the last time he had like a really consistent season, though? Was it? It was like the first one, like the bubble year. Like I feel
Yeah.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like he's gonna fuck up, he's gonna get hurt, or he's just gonna go through a slump. Like I don't think this shit is that crazy. I think I seen somebody on Twitter say, "I told y'all Anthony Davis is better than Embiid." Come on, bro.
Oh, all right.
Come on, bro. It's two games, bro. Let's not get crazy because he played 2 games. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It is pretty early. It is pretty early to like crown him. I mean, if he stays healthy, like that's a huge if, but I don't see why he can't. He stopped shooting threes. Like he's only shooting 2-point field goals now. And he's just dunking. He's just dunking and rebound. That's all he's doing.
He's one of the worst jump shooters in the NBA, statistically. Statistically, since the bubble season, he's been one of the worst jump shooters in the NBA by like volume and percentage. So he straight up should be at the rim.
That's a fact,
it's true.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, Neil coming in for the podcast saying AD is going to eventually sneeze, fracture his foot, and be out another 2 months. I know. Yeah. I hope not, though. I mean, this is like kind of fun seeing him play well. Like, I don't know. It's because it's sad. It's sad when AD is always like, you know, like there was that clip last week or so where he went to like pick up, like help LeBron up and like lost his footing and like did a split. And you even saw LeBron like shake his head, almost like, come on, man, really? Like, I'm good. I'll get up myself. I don't need your help.
Dude, he's averaging what 28.6 and 12.8. That's nice.
And he's shooting 60% from the field, I think it is, or like 59 or something like that. That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
And that's what you want to see from this team. I will say, when I saw he put up 55, I wasn't watching that game because overall I stopped watching the Lakers. They put in like Troy Brown Jr. or something, and I was watching him within the first 2-3 weeks, and I was just, I don't even know who this is. No disrespect to him. It was just like, just
that's wild disrespect.
Yeah, that's super disrespectful.
It was just like, this isn't a good team, and I could go watch the Pistons if I want to watch a bad team, and I care about them. So that's how I felt about the Lakers early. But then, I went back and watched the highlights after I see AD drop 55, and I wanted to diss them because they were up by like 25 for more than half of that game against the Wizards, and they still had the starters in cooking, but then they almost blew the lead in the fourth. So they actually kind of needed those points. So I think it's still impressive.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm gonna come super clean. I was playing 2K, and I was just going through the teams. This is real shit. Like, and I mean this with full disrespect. And I seen the roster of the San Antonio Spurs, and I was like, "Who the fuck are these individuals?" Because I have never heard of these motherfuckers ever. Like, I don't know the full roster. Real shit. Have you guys heard of these players?
Can I guess the ones that you really didn't know?
Yeah, go ahead.
Keita Bates-Diop. Was that one of them?
Family, I don't even remember.
I know.
Real shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say Bates-Diop. I'm trying to guess some other ones that you might not have known. Zach Collins.
I know Zach Collins.
Yeah,
I know Zach Collins. I know I said full disrespect, but no disrespect to him. I know Zach Collins.
Zach Collins is an I play 2K. I know who that is, player.
Yeah. We see Zach Collins.
His name is busting you, and you're like, who the hell is Zach Collins?
He said Mike out here just wait. What's his name? Is he still on the Spurs? The dude, the lanky white dude. That's not Zach Collins. Doug something.
Oh, McDermott? Doug McBucket?
Yeah, I know him. Yeah. He was litty in college.
I always remember Doug McDermott because he played for his dad, and I always think that was like a wild thing in college. Like if your dad was like high school, I expect that stuff, but college when it's like your dad's the college coach. Yeah. Although I guess it's not that wild. Deion Sanders.
Yeah, it was him and Black Falcon as teammates, right? And they were just dominating Iowa.
Yeah.
Oh, is that right?
Yep.
Yeah, him and Harrison Barnes.
Oh.
Wait, who'd you think I was talking about? Anthony Mackie?
Yo, son. Oh, my days. Oh, my Lord.
Listen, I didn't know Harrison Barnes had a nickname. Can you name This is going to be disrespectful, but can you name? I guess Dougie McBuckets is the answer because I was going to say, can you name a worse player with a nickname? How about a worse non-white player with a nickname?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Damn, this is a good question. This is the one we got to do research.
Yeah, we should.
This is a great question.
Episode.
Wait, they can't be Caucasian?
Yeah, I feel like they can't because I think almost every.
Because I was gonna say, obviously, the obvious answer is Brian Scalabrine, but if you can't be Caucasian,
yeah. We can leave that up to the chat too. We see if the chat comes up with.
Who is like trash with a nickname though?
That's what I mean. And that's not fair because like Harrison Barnes is good, but I truly did not know that was there. Also, like it feels like I'm pushing it back on Harrison Barnes, but really that was more like that was my fault. That was my fault for thinking Anthony Mackie and Doug McDermott were teammates. Like Anthony Mackie's just older too. Like he's just older.
Oh man,
that is. I mean, so, you know what? That's an honest reaction. That's very funny.
Man, we can't even get mad at that. We can't even get mad at
also,
that.
to think Anthony Mackie went to Creighton.
But we're gonna pray for the Spurs though, because their roster is straight caca, boy. It's terrible.
I like that they tricked us for the first 6 games. They were like, "Yeah, Greg Popovich, man, Greg Popovich," and then they were like, "Guys, come on, Victor Wembanyama, scoop. Like, we gotta go get somebody. What are we doing here?"
But yo, hold on. So they lost like 11 straight, right? Haven't made the playoffs and Lord knows when. But they just like, yeah, it's Greg Popovich. We just can't fire him. Yo, Popovich, just quit, bro. Like, just you have bread, you got rings, just leave, dog. Like.
It makes me wonder if he just like, and maybe none of us have been in a situation like this where he just really loves his job. Like he just like,
it might
like,
really be.
He's like, I love coming to work. And I have not been in a scenario where I was like, yeah, I'm getting my teeth kicked in every day and I love it here.
I mean, straight. I mean, he might. He gets to be Pop. He can kind of get away with what he wants to. He's very into wine, and he gets to go around the country. He into wine and dinners. So he probably got a restaurant in every NBA city that he just pulls up and has a table.
Yeah,
he got that. Probably one of the highest paid coaches in the league. So,
and they're not supposed to win.
Yeah, I think he might actually just be out here living. Like this is his end, just like that, man. Pop is out here.
I'm gonna go the other way. I think Pop should be Coach of the Year. I think he should be in the conversation for Coach of the Year. Name a coach doing better for himself right now. Steve Nash. I'll give Steve Nash too. He get the hell out of Brooklyn. Good for Steve Nash.
Oh man,
Steve Nash is getting his annual charity soccer tournament ready. All right,
yeah.
He might catch him on the fields in the Lower East Side.
Doing some TikToks.
Talking about soccer, you know who looked like they was trying to do a bicycle kick on the floor? Rudy Gobert. This man is out of his noggin. You ever play Street Fighter? And then you remember the Game Shark? You put the Game Shark shit on your Sega Genesis, and then while you just keep doing the sweep, and then you just keep falling. That's what that shit look like, boy. If you keep watching the loop of him sweeping the dude on OKC, it looked like Street Fighter. That man's crazy.
I mean, he's on a mission to just have no friends. Right? Show me the Rudy Gobert fan. Like, who's the Rudy Gobert fan?
Someone in France, maybe? Right?
I don't even think so. Because this is the thing. This is what Steve has not heard this story yet. So I'm excited for Steve to learn this in real time. But so Embiid, I believe, I don't know if he got dual citizenship or now like can qualify to be on the French national team.
Okay.
And Rudy basically was like, yeah, Embiid, listen, man, it's different than the NBA over there. It's a different type of game. It's a different, almost being like, Embiid, I don't know if it's a good fit for you, man. Like Joel Embiid. It screamed out of someone being like, please, I don't want to lose my job. Like
Hey, 100% because they like, all right, cool. We probably gonna start Wemby and Embiid. Gobert, you coming off for like 20 or something.
Yeah, like good to get bench minutes in there. But that's what I mean. Like he just Rudy's like allergic to wins, man. He's allergic to wins. Like he's on Utah. No one likes Utah. They fail in the playoffs. They trade him to Minnesota for a bunch of shit. They immediately suck. He's tripping people. Then he even tanks his French team by saying, like, Embiid, I don't know if you're a good fit. It's crazy.
Hey, look, I'm going to give him credit here. Gobert needs some credit here. That's one of the cleanest sweeps I've ever seen anybody land.
That's a fact.
That is technically, he kicked his legs right out from under him. I watched that video a bunch. He landed on his shoulder. He didn't have a lot of time to brace. You see people trip and you know there's like a process to the fall. Rudy got the legs clean up out of that dude and he hit the ground. There's nothing respectable about being 7'3" and tripping people though. Like nothing at all. And then he allowed him. He tried to kick him again if you watch the video when he was on the ground. And then dude got up over him and stood over him until his teammates got, which is also just like you can't allow that to happen as the bigger dude.
He even lost the switch. Like he lost the fight to someone named Kenrich Williams.
Wait. No, I looked this up. AKA Kenny Buckets.
Okay. Well, and back.
Oh no, excuse me, Kenny Hustle. Excuse me,
Kenny Hustle. Okay.
Kenny Hustle's fire though. Kenny Hustle's
good. I got the Buckets mixed up from earlier.
NDH here saying back to great non-white players. Apparently, some people call Dion Waiters Philly cheese.
Oh my God, that is terrible. Oh my, that is one of the worst.
And then this is just slander. People called Anthony Bennett a beast.
Yo, I forgot that man existed, man. That shit. Yo, we gotta pray for him wherever he at in Canada or whatever. But yo, let me tell y'all something crazy. I don't know if y'all seen this clip. There's a clip. I forgot who the Wolves were playing. They was playing somebody. And they're doing a full possession. Everybody's moving, running screens. And Anthony Edwards has both hands on his hips, not moving at all on an offensive play. And I'm like, yo, my man does not want to be in Minnesota no more. Yo.
It's tough.
Man. It sucks, man. He's so much. I think I've talked about this before. He's so much of a like, man, you want to see him doing well. It's great when it's good, but when it's bad, he's gonna show it, let you know, brother. Hands on the hips.
Yeah.
Come on, that's
they
crazy.
know you not to do that in like intramural ball, like rec ball. You might get benched for that in rec ball.
I feel like we all have friends like that though too. Like you catch him on a good day and you're like, man, that dude's a good fucking hang. Like I love hanging with this dude. Great energy. And you see him like 2 weeks later, he's coming off a bad day, and you're like, wow, this sucks. This is a bad hang. He's having a bad day. This is terrible. And it's just like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. But it's kind of like that with Ant Man.
This came back to me about Rudy Gobert. And like, what do you think it is about great defensive centers recently and just being massive dickheads? Do you think that's like correlated? Because you can argue the best defensive center other than Rudy Gobert in the last 20 years is our friend Dwight Howard. And they're both Hall of Famers, multiple time defensive player of the year, and also some of the least liked players by players and fans, anyone alike. What is that? Is that just a coincidence? Is there something to it?
Nah, y'all don't think Dwight is hated on for a completely different reason than Rudy though? Am I bugging?
I think it's definitely different, but I still think it's dickhead energy though.
There's some other stuff with Dwight too that I think it's more like weird and problematic, but it was a lot of it was like he's annoying, and it started when he got into the league when he was like when he had that interview about like I want to put the cross on the NBA logo. And then
he said that shit for real? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I just think Dwight Howard is like a nut hugger. Like he just, you know what I'm saying? Like he's just a little cheese ball. Like I don't think he's a dickhead. Like I felt like he just came in. He wanted to be Shaq. He was trying his hardest to be Shaq, trying his hardest to be likable. I don't think he's a dickhead. Now Rudy Gobert though. Rudy, that man don't give a damn about nothing. Like, for real, bro. That man is an asshole.
I'm trying to think of Dwight all I can think of is snakes. Like I think I'm out on snakes just in general, right? Not that he's a snake, just that he's a big snake guy, right? Like he owns a lot of snakes.
That I did. Well, you know what? I didn't know that, and that makes 100%.
Yeah, he was like a big. Now I'm nervous. I'm making this up, so I'm gonna do a quick Google search. But I'm almost positive
you can't have another thing if you're a snake guy. I think you gotta fall into that. Like someone else they work out for you, or like you needed a stronger personality. You in the NBA and already 6'10". You can't be a snake guy. That's just too much.
Okay, this is the first thing that popped up. Here it is. Dwight Howard's love for exotic snakes made him lose a $50,000 lawsuit thanks to 2 women speaking up. That's it. That's the headline.
God.
I know. This is it. This is back in. Oh wait, why was this being published this year? Is this a recent thing?
No, this is a tweet from 2020. So
2020. Okay. We're also on the Sports Rush. Hey
man, if you know, for any of you, up and coming, entrepreneurs or journalists out there, there's a lot of websites out there that you could just put sports in, dog, and it seems legit. So shout out to
the Sports Rush.
Oh no, somebody Joker Rock in the chat put Rudy is just French. You have to overlook some things, maybe, and I think being French comes into it. But Tony Parker also French. Tony Parker also a dickhead, but nobody disliked him.
No, I agree. I like Nicholas Batum. No one's talking shit about Nicholas Batum, right? No one's talking shit about Boris Diaw.
We love Boris Diaw. I mean, maybe didn't all these players at one point play for the Spurs? Is that what Bro, is that Pop's next project? Is just
get
Rudy Gobert making them likable?
They're just drinking wine together. I'm actually thankful that this is how this is played out, because I was nervous Rudy was going to go to Minnesota and then the outcome was going to be like, oh, he was just in a bad spot in Utah. That's why. And it's like, nah, the dickhead travels. Like it went from Utah, now it's in Minnesota. I don't have to like take back my vitriol towards Rudy. I can still live free. Should we get into some of this Trae Young stuff? I'm like fascinated by this Trae Young stuff.
Oh, yes.
So Trae Young on Friday was like, oh, he's questionable with a shoulder injury or back. I think it was a shoulder injury. And the only reason I was like on top of this is because we were doing this like fantasy game on So Rare. And if like Trae Young doesn't play, DeJounte Murray becomes like an incredible play because there's no Trae Young. And then we're going back and forth. Trae Young ultimately sits down. And then the Athletic reported on Sunday that basically Trae chose not to play. So he's rehabbing his shoulder, and this is all reported by the Athletic, by the way. He's rehabbing his shoulder, and he says, he's like, hey, I can't do shoot around. I need to like take care of my shoulder. Then I'll see how I'm feeling later if I can play. And McMillan was like, nah, you either come to shoot around or you can come off the bench. Otherwise, if you're not coming off the bench, you're not playing. And then Trae didn't play, which like, I don't know how crazy. I mean, Nate McMillan giving an ultimatum to your best player seems like a weird move. I don't know how crazy that is. What's crazy to me is this shit leaked. Like, how did this, what side let this out? Like, why did this leak? This should kind of be a non-story, especially because Trae's playing like tonight, I think. So I don't know why. It's clearly someone leaked it because they were pissed off.
John Collins.
Damn, dog. That makes look. I don't know if it was, but it makes sense.
Yep.
That was funny.
Now we can't say he's wrong. Now we can't say John Collins is wrong. He's definitely correct. So.
Oh, that was so funny, John Collins.
I feel like John Collins has been the one dude. He's on the team, just been like, I don't know about this dude.
He's been hating him forever.
Collins, who's been out too for a little bit, right? Like he hurt his ankle, I think. He's going to be out for a couple of weeks. But is Trae about to remove his like second coach in 3 years?
Maybe, but maybe the organization should look at, is it worth it? Because what is Trae Young really doing for them? They went to the Eastern Conference Finals one time. I guess that was cool, but they haven't done much ever since. and he's known. I feel like he's taking this villain shit to like the super level where somebody in a Hawks jersey needs to slap Trae. He needs what happened to Jordan Poole. It needs to happen to him. That's serious though. Like he needs somebody to be like, yo, bro, like we trying to win, but you don't gotta make this thing a whole theatrical. You know what I'm saying though?
Well, I tell you who will do it is DeJounte Murray, because we've seen DeJounte Murray seems like he's ready to wild out. So
at all times.
Yeah. The thing is, like, DeJounte will hit Trae and then turn around and hit Nate too. Like he'd hit them both.
Oh man!
Because I was just about to ask, I was like, who on the team does it? Because I was like, I don't think Collins does it, and then immediately I was like, oh, it's not a question, it's DeJounte.
It would 100% have to be DeJounte because no one else makes sense on that team unless there's a backup or something. You know, you get somebody, get one of those Michael Jordan, what is it, Bill Purdue stories or Bill Cartwright?
Oh yeah!
Oh my God!
Get Jarrett Culver, like the 15th guy on the bench.
Oh man,
yeah, it's weird too because they're like doing well. I think they're the 4 seed right now. Like they're and Trae's been like playing okay. He hasn't been shooting great, but he's still been like putting up solid numbers. And it's weird. They're doing well, even though like Collins has missed some time, Capella's missed some time. Like everybody's missed some time, and they've still continued to do well.
Yeah. And they're in a bad division, or like this. The second best team is like the Wizards or Heat.
Yeah, and I know both of them look kind of ass right now.
Yeah, none of them are over 500. Although Atlanta's only 3 games, but still, they look better.
Yeah, it's fun talking about the East for a second too. Like because we kept saying the East was getting better, and like I do think it has gotten better since we've like started doing this. But then when you look at it, it's really like the Celtics and Bucks, and then everyone else. Like no one else, I don't see anyone else in the East that has like a shot to come out besides the Celtics and Bucks right now. Like who knows what injuries and stuff like that happen, but they seem to be like clearly, much better than everybody else.
You can argue that overall.
Like West too, like just in the league.
Yeah, you could argue it's the Celtics and Bucks and everybody else.
Yeah, they do.
Oh.
I mean, the Celtics, and listen, I've been the first to like scream about the Celtics. They like and negatively, they look awesome. Like Tatum looks awesome, Jaylen Brown looks awesome, and they're not doing that weird ISO shit where they take turns. Like the ball just zips around. They look so good. And they still don't have Robert Williams. Like Robert Williams comes back next week, I think, and then all of a sudden they get a little bit stronger defensively. They're like breaking records offensively right now. They look incredible.
Isn't Tatum now first place? He just moved up first place for MVP, right?
And like, what? In like the Kia ladder rankings or whatever? Or is that what?
Yeah, the Kia ladder rankings.
I don't know. Is that what they're called?
Yo,
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know it. Like, I didn't know what MVP rankings were you looking at?
I was looking at like some shit on ESPN, but it might have been Kia on. You could be correct. I'm not saying you're wrong. I just never thought of it. That's a mad thing, Kia ladder rankings.
I know. I'm probably just making that up. I probably am just making that up. Let me see if I can find. I want to find something that says the MVP rankings. Yeah, he's got to be in it. He's got to be in there.
So you're telling me, both of you guys are telling me, the only two teams you think could win the whole thing is either the Bucks or the Celtics. Is that what you guys are both agreeing?
I'm not saying they're the only 2 teams that can win it. I'm saying they are I think they are the teams that look the best. And then if you say the third best team, I would say they're in a different tier right now. Obviously, I don't think that somebody from the West will get to the finals, so they have a chance.
Yeah,
I don't.
Oh, why, Steve? Who are you looking at right now?
Nobody. I was just trying to see if you just thought the same thing, Mike, because if you did, I got something to say.
I think they are like clearly the best 2 teams. I think the Warriors, I hate to say it, but I think the Warriors are about to win a fuck ton of games and are going to be very good. And the Denver Nuggets are still right there, baby.
Okay. I just want to see if you still by your mans or not. Because I was just wondering. I'm like, yo, he didn't say nothing about his man. Because that boy, Michael Porter Jr., only Lord knows when he's coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Was he injured again?
Bro, he's off and on every day of his life, dog.
Well, that whole team got the flu, I think, and they each took like Aaron Gordon missed some games, Jokic missed some games. Also, Neil in the chat says it's the Kia race to the MVP ladder.
You're right.
Oh, man.
No, I like when you look at the West, though. I think actually we should talk about this team. When we look at the West, though, I think there's like a bunch of teams that can come out, but I think the Celtics and Bucks are better. Like if you told me Suns come out, Warriors, Grizzlies look awesome, and they haven't been healthy. Like Desmond Bane hasn't played in a couple weeks. I do think the Nuggets are still good, and the fucking Pelicans are the 2 seed right now.
Oh my days, Zion is crazy now.
Yeah, they won 2 games this weekend. I forget who they beat on Friday, but last night they beat the Nuggets pretty soundly too, without Ingram.
Wait, you want to say why they beat the Nuggets?
What? Oh, because Jose.
38 buckets, boy, from the Bronx, the BX, my guy.
Oh, I think I knew he's from the Bronx.
Yes, the BX,
yeah.
that's my guy.
Shout out to Jose Alvarado. Straight up just a fun player, undrafted, had all that stuff in the playoffs, and is still like a key contributor. Him hitting 38, I was straight up like, oh, he could play offense? But
He's so fun. I forget. I think it was the Athletic NBA show today said that was the most points scored by an undrafted player or something like that. 38. Dude, that team is deep as hell, though. That's what's crazy, right? Like when they are healthy, like CJ Ingram, Herb Jones, Zion, Jonas Valanciunas, and then you've got like Larry Nance, Trey Murphy, Najee Marshall, Jose Alvarado, Dyson Daniels, the rookie. He's like looked pretty good. We haven't. Devontae Graham is like around. They've just got, and I'm sure I'm missing some guys too. They just have so many guys that are solid.
Yeah.
I think they're legit.
Nah, you know what surprised me though? I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. I didn't know Zion could pass like that. Did y'all know he could pass like that? What the fuck?
He got it off at Duke. He got it off at Duke a couple times.
Oh my God. I know he's only averaging like 5 dimes, but he could really move the rock.
Yeah.
I was like, that shit is crazy.
Well, and I don't know what happened, but he's playing defense now. I don't know if he's like finally healthy, but he's actually, it looks like he's trying on the defensive end a little bit more. I don't know, maybe if he's just in shape, he trusts his body now.
I think it's probably the trying thing. Like physically, he should be able to move the spaces and be big in front of people. Like straight up, if he had nothing else, he could get in front of people and be big. Like, he's more athletic than most people, and it's big as hell. I think he's trying.
I will say, I saw one of the saddest things I saw right before Thanksgiving, which honestly made me think that I need to be like nicer to everyone besides Rudy Gobert, is in an interview, they were like, Zion, what are you most excited about? Like, what food are you most excited about for Thanksgiving? And he was like, nah, I'm not answering this. Like, I know no matter what I say, I'm just going to get dissected. Like, answered it playfully. He's like, no, you're not going to get me. Like, I'm not going to let the internet get me this time. And he was like, I'm not going to answer it. I'm like, man, that is so sad. Like,
if you watch it, you can see the reporter too laugh and be like, oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
They didn't say it, but you can see her like, oh.
Right, because no matter what he said, like stuffing, like, yeah, of course you do, you little fat boy. Or if he said something like, if he said something like, you know, a little bit lighter, they'd be like, yeah, good, watch your weight. Like, he would have, no matter what, they would have hammered him for it.
So, yeah, I'm looking at this West standings just to pivot us. We're gonna have some crazy first round matchups.
Yes,
I think. And that's just thinking of the standings now. Like, take the top 5 teams are Suns, Pelicans, Nuggets, Grizzlies, and then the Kings, who've looked great for some reason.
Wait, like, we need to take on this. How do we feel about lighting the beam up every time they win a game?
Hard,
right?
Big time flex. I'm with it.
Why not?
I can't believe it's taken this long for someone to do something cool. That's awesome. Especially a city like Sacramento. I mean, it's not like Sacramento's popping, I don't think, on a random Tuesday. And all of a sudden you get like a fucking alien spaceship beam out. More of that.
Why not? Look, you know how many baseball games I've been to in just the middle like middle of the summer, game 35, and there's fireworks after for some reason.
Yeah, fireworks and 3 doors down.
Hell yeah, we didn't. Why? I don't know, but sure.
I love that.
Put the
shit
sky
so
beam
much.
up.
They're like, yeah, hey, it's now 11:30, but stay for a performance by Stained with some fireworks. Minor League Baseball is the best. I do think we need more of that stuff. Like OKC should just set a building on fire every time they get a win. Like you should be doing just do more weird shit.
Yo, family said, yeah, just burn property when we win. Yeah, that's what we need to do.
Sorry,
I hijacked the Western
No,
Conference.
that's perfect. That's perfect to go Timothy McVeigh on OKC. Let's building up.
Oh no! Oh no!
Okay, but
did you forget about the history of Oklahoma City?
What? Oh my god! Oh my god!
That's not what I meant.
Oh my god!
We just every where we going?
Oh my god!
But yeah, let's say the playoffs are gonna be wild. That's it. That's my only.
Oh my days!
That's not what I meant. I meant they're just gonna do something wild. That's. I don't want anyone in the building.
Oh my god!
Mike.
Oh, that made me cry, man.
I trust kids, man. They're looking good. De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis. They're not gonna stay fit though. We all know that. We all.
Let's look at the standings here live and we do it because I want to see like I feel like what do we think's for real in this?
Actually,
like
I think I have them staying in the play or at least the play in the top 10 because it is the play in. I think the Kings make it. I think the Jazz fall. The Jazz are getting out of here.
Yeah, Jazz are getting out of here. Although I still think the Jazz are good. Like they're not as bad as we thought they were going to be, but I mean, look at the teams behind the Jazz right now. The Mavericks, I mean, the Timberwolves, what a freaking nightmare if they are actually this bad. Like, because they don't have picks until like 2048 or whatever it is. Like, this is bad.
Yeah. And Towns was out how long? Like 4 to 8 weeks?
Yeah, 4 to 6, I think. And then you get the Lakers. I mean, I guess it's these 12, right? It's these 12 because the Thunder actually like still hanging in there, but I don't imagine they do. But it's Lakers, Wolves, Mavs, Jazz. Like I'm assuming the Blazers fall a little bit. I don't know. But like realistically, who do you guys think has a shot coming out of the West? Like Phoenix?
I
love this. You're out on Phoenix?
I'm gonna say these are the 3 teams I think. Right? I'm gonna say Phoenix. I'm gonna say Golden State, and this is the one y'all gonna be like, all right, Steve, you're bugging, but I'm gonna stand by it. I'm gonna say Memphis Grizzlies.
I like it. No, I like it. Grizzlies have been good.
Yeah,
Grizzlies have been good. Justin, what about you?
Yeah, I can't argue with Steve's picks. I hate to be old cliche here, but I think so there's something about the experience at the highest level. All 3 of those teams, Suns have made the finals. Warriors are obviously the Warriors, the dynasty of our time, and then the Grizzlies have made it to the Western Conference Finals, so they have the experience on that stage. I think I can't really argue with that because every other team, like the Pelicans, are I would say probably at the step that the Grizzlies were. Right, the Nuggets. I guess the injury history don't trust them. The Kings are just happy to be there.
Yeah,
the Clippers and Lakers, they are playing like the Clippers and Lakers, and we don't trust them.
That's it, right? Like I like the Clippers if they're healthy, sure, but we've never seen it. We've like legit never seen it.
Fuck the Clippers forever, bro. Like every year we talking about if they look good though. If they add one more piece though, and every year they are straight dookie. Fuck the Clippers, bro. Yeah. They're just bad. They're just bad, bro. They're just bad.
I think the Pelicans legit have a shot. I do. I think they are deep enough, and I think like CJ is someone who's been there. It was just like been in big games. I think Zion is going to be just a real problem in a playoff series. Like, I don't know. I just don't think you can defend him. And if they really like Herb Jones, Trae, like Ingram's been playing defense as well. Like, I think they could hang. But I think the Warriors, honestly, Steph Curry's playing out of his freaking mind this year. Like, he's been incredible. He was so good. Curry's been so good that there's clearly an edited video of him just throwing full court shots. And people are like, that might be real.
All right, yeah, hold on. I'm gonna come clean. I seen this video high, like out of my mind, and I'm like, there's no fucking way. I know who this man is. I respect this, but there's no way, bro. Like physics, like science. Like there's no. He was like this, bro. Like, nah, come on. You gotta put some emphasis if you throwing the rock like that, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, watch it again. Smoke everybody, get smacked, and watch it again. He'd be like, oh, how did I fall for this? Oh my, trust me, bro.
Oh yeah, I mean, Steph's been so freaking good though. So I think I like the Warriors. I still don't trust the Suns. Also, can we? I feel like we just have to talk about this for a second. We don't have to talk about this for too long. I mean, the Chris Paul thing this week was wild,
brother. Last week,
Well, was that over the weekend? Was that over? Or I guess it was last week. Yeah, it was last Monday.
What happened with Chris Paul?
The rapper who should not be named.
Yes.
And before getting banned from Twitter, dropped.
Wait, Steve, do you really not know this? Or are you fucking around?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh, what? You really? Okay. Well, now
wait.
We brought it up.
I might be able to find a screenshot of the tweet to pull it up. Maybe Mike, can you find that?
Yeah, I don't go on social media. I stopped.
But I still can't believe. Hold on, let me see if I can.
Man, you missed.
It was fire. Is it funny? He's injured, right?
All right, so okay, I found it. Yeah, he's injured. This was the last thing. Can I share it like this? Yeah. This was the last thing that was tweeted before the rapper that shall not be named was removed from the Twitter website.
Oh, that's cap. That's cap. That's cap. He's lost his goddamn. That's cap. What? Come on. What?
Wait, can we go back to this?
Put him in a hospital. Get the hell out of here, bro. Ain't nobody do no crazy shit like that. Come on.
First, look, I don't believe it either. But first off, where the fuck he find his picture? Look, I know that if you're watching or you listening back to this, it is Chris Paul seemingly in like a lineup with like two old white dudes.
It looks like it's in like almost like an IMDb page of people that are in a show or something. Like I'm so confused by this too. Yeah, Neil says digging up old yearbooks.
It looks like yearbooks with like the teachers' photos.
Yeah,
Chris Paul's. I feel like you just get so many images of Chris Paul. The story. I'm on Steve's side where like, this is obviously bullshit.
Yes, absolutely. Bullshit. But this is, this one of the most insane drive-bys of all time, right?
Bro, he was being wild, just like, what was it? This is wild shit.
InfoWars
stuff, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, hey, Chris Paul.
Yeah, before I go, like, fuck Chris Paul. That's like, I don't even know, because it was so, because like I obviously thought it was bullshit too. And I was like, there's no way this is true. But what was so nuts about it is that it was like very specific. Like it was such a random thing that I was like, oh man. But imagine Chris Paul, because he's on that like new vegan diet, taking care of his body, Steve Nash style, going to bed probably at like 9. Like he must have woken up and then being like, do I have to address this?
Do you think he was woken up or he was woken up? Because he got family, and that family got them follows Kanye too. So I'm sure his whole shit got like
I was thinking like my improv brain when I was thinking about this, I was like, his day was that like we're supposed to escalate, right? You continue to heighten the stakes. I can't tell if the Chris Paul thing was him heightening the stakes or if it was almost like comically lowering the stakes before the end, right? Like it's been brought to such a level that then you bring it down to like a 1 and it's funny that way.
Bro. Damn, no, you like they're just you gonna have to go through like the records are gonna show just a line of text that has to say Kanye West, Hitler, and Chris Paul in the same.
Hey man, let me ask y'all a question.
I'm very ready for this transition.
If you could pick any NBA player to catch your partner with, what NBA player would it be? Because I already know mine.
Oh, that lead us with it then.
Bojan.
Bojan?
Yeah, he deserves it.
Yeah,
he's a good dude. If my partner cheated on me with Bojan, I'd be like, hey man, I like the goldfish commercials, bro. I get it, man.
Oh, Boban.
Yeah, Boban.
I thought you were talking.
Nah, Boban. Yeah, if I pulled up and my partner was with Boban, I'd be like, all right, yeah, word. Like,
yeah, that's.
cool.
He deserves it. I like that. I thought at first I thought you were talking about Detroit's finest, Bojan Bogdanovic.
I'm bugging.
Hey,
Boban.
Shout out.
You feel me? I wouldn't be upset.
Boban's good. That's a good one. I'm trying to think of like who do I like the most that I would just be like happy. I'd just be happy for it and for everybody involved. God, that's it.
Hey man, you know what? Shout out to Desmond Bain. That wouldn't be bad.
Come on, bro.
That's a great one.
Come on, bro. Not Desmond Bain. He looks like UPN, bro. Come on. Bro. Obviously, he's gonna steal our partners. It's Desmond Bain, bro. Like, yo, right now, if Desmond Bain blew out his ACL, I promise you, if he took like 3 acting classes, my man's in a sitcom the next year.
Absolutely.
All right,
I'm telling you, bro. Come on. That one.
He doesn't have. If he already isn't in contact with Rick Fox, he's missing out on millions.
He's fucking up. He's fucking up.
Do we feel that way about Hallie too? Is like Hallie to Halliburton to
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
He looked like he should be on TV now.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Okay. You're making us dig into the bag.
I think I was gonna say Luke Cornett, man. Luke Cornett from the Celtics. my man Luke Cornett is having a year, dude. He is having a year. He was almost out of the league. Then he is like brought back to a championship type team. He's created this weird thing where he jumps 15 feet away from the shot. Like that, it's like I forget the name of the defense, but that's how he defends shots from like 15 feet away. And then he's like a meme now. He's eating Jason Tatum's chips before the game. Yeah, Luke Cornett seems like a good time. He's in the moment. He's in the zeitgeist.
The role players on the Celtics where they just keep doing weird shit.
Grant Williams is Batman. Derek White looks like he's an anime character. Like they've got.
Oh God!
Yeah, Celtics are great, man. They're like weirdly likable now too. Like Grant Williams has gone so far that he's likable now. Peyton Pritchard, how about Peyton Pritchard?
That's my man. Hey man, I would be upset if Peyton was clipping my partner, but I'll fuck with him though.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be upset though.
It was funny. I saw a friend meet Peyton Pritchard out in real life, and it's like they are the same height. Like it's so funny seeing that when you see an NBA player and you're like, oh no, I might be able to take him in a fight. Like he's my size. I couldn't take Pritchard in a fight just in case.
Yeah. To clarify,
I know. Listen, I know Grant Williams follows me on Twitter, so just in case me and Peyton are talking.
Always welcome on the pod, Grant.
Always,
please, hell yeah,
always. Oh man, this is great. I needed this laugh. Did we hit everything?
Did you?
I don't even.
Do we have anything else?
I don't think so. I feel like this was good. Steve, are you out there playing pickup in Philly? Do we have are the pickup stories retired?
I switched up my working schedule, so now I'm working during the day. I'm 9 to 6, so I don't really got the time. But if one happens though, I'm gonna make sure of it. If one happens, I'm gonna save it. I wish.
Our man Adam Stubbs, who tunes in, it was his birthday over the weekend. He always hits me up and he's like, We need a Steve pickup story soon. I love it.
Yeah, Adam,
It is
I'm off this weekend, so let's see what's cracking. I got you.
Oh man.
Look, I don't have pickup stories, but I will say my goal is to dunk before the end of the year. At my age and my general lifestyle, this is impressive. And I was at the 61st Street Equinox. I got up there. I missed. I don't have a lot of attempts in the knees anymore, and on multiple times. So, like, I tried once, missed it. It was like, all right, today's attempt is over.
I love that. I'm trying to think what something else like people do where you like do it one day, once a day, and you like tick it off as like a to-do list. I love that yours is to dunk.
Yeah, so that's I don't have a pickup story, but that's the goal. Hopefully, I start doing some runs again because I miss hooping. I haven't played in a while, most consistently since I lost the comedy basketball tournament to half the cast of SNL. So,
Yo, don't boost it, bro. It was one motherfucker. Oh my God, it was half. I'm bugging.
No, yeah.
I'm bugging. It was
that? Who else was on it?
My man Devin, bro. Shout out Devin. What's up?
Well, that was the one I knew. Who was the other one?
Isn't it Andrew?
Yeah.
Some tall white man with big ears.
Oh, I didn't know. Okay,
Strong
I know.
defense.
Oh, yeah. We should come back. Like, we should tell Wachowski we're playing together next year.
Let's go.
All right.
Yeah, we should do it. And I will, if that does happen. Justin's immediately like, damn, I usually am on a good squad, and now I'm playing with these jokers.
Hey, I don't know what you talking about, Mike. I can ball. I was watching. Hey, no disrespect to the comedians. I was watching some of the motherfuckers like, yo, if I was there, I could have sunned these motherfuckers.
Steve, I'm not speaking for you. I'm more. Justin saw me play 5-minute clips. Like I was doing hockey lines where I was just going out there aggressively.
Yo, it was some of the best shit I've ever seen. Because he truly was playing hockey minutes where he came in for 3 minutes play, just ran around and then got out of there.
I was like diving. I was having a good time. And then I was like sub.
Yeah, because it's self-sub and Mike was just taking himself out.
God, fucking old, guys. Somebody asked me, I literally just turned 38. Somebody asked me over the weekend, they were like, dude, we should plan a ski trip. No, thank you.
No, thank
you, dude. Are you kidding me? I like the best case scenario is I'm exhausted and sore for 4 days. That's the best case scenario, right? It's not fun. It's cold and I'm uncomfortable like for a long period of time. I'm not young anymore. And it's like basketball is slowly getting into that. Or if you're like, hey, do you want to go shoot threes for a couple of hours? Yeah, that sounds awesome. Do you want to play defense? No.
No.
Oh, man. All right. I'm done yelling. Steve, get us out of here, man.
Hey, man, you just listened to the best sports podcast in the goddamn world. This was the 89 cast. This was Mike. This is Justin. I'm Steve. May all your jump shots be wet and all your endeavors go well. Stay up like a hard dick. You heard me.